I love you. Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV. Tune in on Monday. Tune in on Tuesday. Tune in on Wednesday. Tune in on Thursday. Tune in on Friday. Through the weekend. Oh, Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV. Tiffany TV.
Hi. So this is one of those mommy moments, those tough moments. My hair is dry, as you can see. My skin is dry. Everything's dry. My nails are off. It is a true mommy moment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not everyone's situation. You know, some people have a smoother time. Some people have more help. Some people have whatever, a routine that helps. I'm still figuring out routine. I'm still figuring out how to ask for help without racking my brain. And let me explain that. Like, when people ask me, what do you need? Right now, it's so hard because I need a lot. Especially as an entrepreneur, I need a lot on the business end. I need help in the middle, like while I'm working, taking care of Evan. And as a mom, like, there's just times I just need help, and it's hard to know exactly what that is. It's hard to know exactly what to ask for. And I get it now why it's so hard to be a mom, because as a mom, you have to have all your ducks in a row, meaning you need to know exactly what you need to be able to express that to someone else so that they can help you. And if you don't know, then it's like, people are like, well, I mean, I asked you what you needed. And it's like, no, it's not that easy. It's like, sometimes I just want people to jump in and just, my husband, yes. My mom, yes. And sometimes you just want people to be able to jump in, everyone that asks for help. And it's like, I do my best not to get frustrated with people, because it's not them. It's just, this is the process. It's figuring this out and figuring out what works best for me and for Ev. And it'd be easier if I didn't have to figure out exactly what I need right now, because I don't know. Sometimes I just need the baby to be taken. And again, as a breastfeeding mom, it takes that up a notch, because my mom can't just come on any given day and be like, all right, I'm taking the baby. Or I can't just walk out and be like, all right, babe, you know what? I'm taking a day to myself, take the baby. I have to make sure that I pump, that he has enough. I don't have a big supply. I'm trying to get better at pumping, but that is another job to stay on top of. Ev is very handy. He's been very handy since he was small. So even when he was like a month old, pumping with, well, I didn't start till 6 weeks. So a month and a half, 2 months, pumping with the LV on here, his hand would be pushing it off, and with the LV it has to be perfect, so I would have to wait till he's done to pump. So it's like I'm feeding and then feeding again because you're pumping. And now he's big. He can he can pull that thing right off. So pumping my one breast while he's feeding on the other just doesn't work, because he is busy. His hands are all over the place, and if you feel something on this breast, he's trying to figure out what it is. He's trying to move it away. So literally I have to feed, and sometimes he's feeding for like an hour, and then I have to pump to get enough. You know, I try to put at least 4 to 5 ounces in a bag, because he's eating more now and is time consuming. And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to just settle. I'm not just going to be like, well, that's just what it is. I'm going to figure it out. But in the process of figuring it out and figuring out what works best for me, and that's what I mean by figuring it out, like, not that everything's going to be perfect, but figuring out something that works where I can feel good as a mom and I can feel like I'm getting the help that I need. It's going to take time, and I'm going to figure it out. But again, this is just the frustrating part, the part where it's like you want to ask for help, but you're overwhelmed too. You don't have it all together. Just because you're mom, you don't have it all together. You don't know exactly what you need right now. You don't know what you're doing. As a new mom, I'm figuring stuff out as I go. I don't know his skincare routine. I don't know his hair care routine. I'm trying stuff out. I'm trying to figure it out. I've never had to pump, have a supply, run a business, raise a child, be a wife, take care of me first and foremost. I've never had to do all those things at once. So I am literally figuring it all out at once. So that's the hard part when you ask a new mom. what she needs help with. Or you asking mom, period, what she needs help with. She's figuring it out. She doesn't really know. And I say this in the gentlest way that I can say it. This is not a frustration with anyone in my village and even coming from moms. I'm sure it's not targeted to like make anybody feel bad or say like, you're not doing enough. It's not that. This is just me trying to take what most moms feel and verbalize it in a way that everyone can understand, that everyone who's trying to help her can understand. She doesn't know what she needs. So sometimes just offering like, hey, do you need me to, I don't know, whatever that might be. Do you need me to is better than, do you need help? Can I help? What do you need help with? All right, just let me know what you need me to do. It's like, I am trying to keep this child alive and myself alive. Do you see these dry lips that I keep licking? Because I'm trying to remember to drink my water. I'm trying to remember to do all of it. And it is a lot. I know one day I'm going to look back at this like, ooh. But also, reality. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. I do that. Oh. Hi, baby. Look, you're so cute. You speaking on your phone? Oh my god, I love it. Don't worry about me. Do what you're doing. You might be able to push it down. You like that, Papa? We just opened our Love Every Play Kit for ages 5 months to 6 months. This is the sensor play kit. This was the first toy I took out. And it has like a ball or a toy inside that makes noise and it spins around. You like that, Papa? Huh? You like that? Ooh. Ooh. Look at you. Ooh. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi. You're supposed to be up and about. Get up, booty. Get up. You see Creamy? You see Creamy? Say hi, Creamy. Hi. Say hi, doggy. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, baby. Come on, move. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Get up, buddy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Go ahead, get up. You're being so silly. You're so silly, boy. Silly boy. Hello? 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 You ready?
No.
Come on.
My grandmother's still alive.
No, baby.
She's not home in the North Shore.
You did my Buddha?
I wish she was closer, but I couldn't afford to put her anywhere in the Hamptons.
Come on.
But, you know, I get to see her once a week, so it isn't too bad.
What?
She's
Look
all
at
fine.
that boy.
It's the worst.
No,
You see that camera? Say hi, camera.
that's not great.
Hello.
Or she.
I never really
Hello.
know. She's like the wind. She goes where she wants, she does what
Look
she
at that
wants.
baby.
Well,
Look at
Here
that
we are.
baby. baby
spot on the island.
strong.
It's called the
Here
Mohican
he
Buck.
is.
In the 16th century, the Mohican Indians tried to invade the
That's it.
island. The native land
boy.
pushed them back over the cliff and into the dark.
Up.
My grandpa used to bring me out when I was a kid.
Hey, Papa.
I'm a shipwreck fanatic.
Hold yourself up. Hold yourself up.
There's one right up there, past the break.
Come on, hold yourself up.
And sometimes when the tide is low, you can still see the tip of the mast.
Can't have my face. Nope. You can't steal my face. You face thief. Stop trying to steal my face, you face thief. You can't have my face. Nope, you can't have it. You can't have my face. Huh? You try to steal my face, you face thief? Nope. You already look like me. You can't steal my face. You can't have my face, you little face thief.
All right, so what else do you think you need from me before we move forward?
Honestly, again, it would just be the links, especially if we're going to be dropping reward templates on a daily basis. What's ideal for right now? You're going to send me the photos right now that... you got distracted again.
Doing something else. Jesus.
Write things down.
You sure I wasn't asking about the nanny?
Nanny's Thursday.
Right, but I know before we were saying between Friday and Thursday, and then we decided on Thursday. That might have been what it was. You're the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
So if you want to think of content you'll be shooting, you'll shoot it like mid-April, if anything. Could you do like a YouTube video, just kind of like your first Mother's Day? Have a whole bunch of clips of videos of you and Ev, and update like how it's been, everything you're having to deal with, trying to navigate mommyhood, entrepreneurship, all that fun stuff.
Life,
Yeah.
staying alive, drinking water.
Aaron says, influencer shall post an IG story on a mutually agreed date in April. So there's not a date here on the contract.
For home shop? So we gotta check the home shop.
It is a go. Sign the contract before I leave. I was going through my
You couldn't
pictures.
find any?
I'm like, why do I have not one picture of me staring at the camera? I'm like,
You don't.
I'm always like, I'm looking up. I'm looking down.
You're like, you're a big boy. So yes to King of Prussia for having a family room where his daddy came and changed him. Working and being parents. This is the balance of our lives. Hi, Bubs.
I'm gonna loosen you up so you don't have so tight in this.
I love you. You trying to say it? Don't get mad.
I
Don't
love
get
you.
mad.
I love you. I love you.
I love you.
Baba, I love you.
You trying to say it, my
He
baby?
said it almost clear as day earlier. If you'd have heard it, I was in shock. Oh my.
He almost just said it again a
Mhm.
few times.
And you could tell like he didn't try when he said it to me the
Yeah.
first time. It just came out. And I was like, now he's trying to think about it. And
Right.
yeah. I love you.
You saying I love you?
Yeah.
Yo, he's really going back and forth with you.
Yeah, he was. Hey, yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, but can you do this?
Can you do this? Of course, bro.
Oh, drool. Titi. A titi. A titi. A titi. A titi. A titi.
We are in
Hi, Yaya. Say hi, Yaya. Say it. Yaya. 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 Say Yaya. Yaya. He's trying to say it. Yaya. Okay, so exciting stuff going on in the Spence house. Yesterday we met with a sleep specialist to try and start training Ev to sleep in his room and have like a nap routine and all those good things. You're gonna hear him in the back because he's ready to get out his chair. And today, this morning, we have our first nanny interview. I am nervous, I'm excited. That's gonna change so much because we're both doing our best to be present parents and work. There he is.
Okay, baby boy.
All right, Papa. So as I was saying, we're doing our best to be present parents as well as be productive and work. And it's been really hard without help. So this will help us to have more of a schedule and a routine. Say hi, Bubba. Look at that little Bubba. Look at that little Bubba. Look at that little Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Nope, you can't have it. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. So yeah, that is what's going on here. Exciting. Update time. So, whew, I'm sorry that it took me so long. I wanted to set up like a whole interview thing, but right now me and Kev's schedules are like bumping heads. He usually sets up my interview downstairs, but it's all pretty, and I'm just gonna hop on here and give you guys an update and try to insert as much home videos as I have, and that's what this vlog is gonna look like. So Ever is 7 months now. I am 7 months postpartum. 7 months that I kept this baby alive. Yes. He is full of energy. He's full of personality. I'll insert some of his mean faces here, okay? Because he has a whole bunch of attitude. Tried solid foods this month for the first time. Well, at 6 months, he really tried solid foods, but we've been trying to give it to him semi-consistently, and he's just not here for it because none of it compares to his beloved breast milk. That's been this last month. He's getting on his hands and knees and rocking back and forth, not crawling yet. He's standing when we're holding his hands and trying to take steps. And we hired a nanny, and that has been so helpful. She's actually with him right now. She's getting ready to leave in the next like 10 minutes. But it's been so helpful in me being able to get some content edited and shot. And I'm still figuring out what my exact schedule is, but it's been so helpful just having her here. And the days that Kev is not here, it's not like I just have to shut everything down or just hope something gets done. Now I actually have help, you know, and I'll still take him to my mom's house a day out of the week. I'm not trying to get rid of my baby for the whole week, but I am a working mama. So like during the day, it is helpful when I have help. So yeah, it's been amazing. I found her through nannylane.com. I had some weird experiences of people just not showing up or like dipping off after we had conversations. So a lot of people fell through, but as soon as I was about to give up, I was literally about to delete my profile because it just seemed so weird. I was getting a weird vibe from them. She reached out to me, and she actually reached out twice. I missed the first message, and she reached out, and she was everything that I was looking for. I wanted someone older with experience. I wanted someone who was bilingual so that Ever can learn Spanish. I really want him to learn Spanish. I know some words. I'm not fluent, and I'm hoping that, you know, having her around and becoming part of the family, you know, I'll learn more, and Ever will definitely learn more. We have him watching some of his shows in Spanish. She speaks primarily to him in Spanish, so that has been amazing. And, you know, I also wanted someone who wants to grow with the family. And one of the first things she asked me when she got here was like, are you guys planning on having more kids? So that was a major thing for me. And we do plan on having more kids. And hopefully, you know, God willing, Maria is with us through the whole time. So we have a new member of the family, and it feels like that. You know, she feels like family. Yeah. And work is going amazing. You know, I'm getting back to, I feel like, you know, this is only her second week here, so it hasn't been a full 2 weeks yet. And I feel like, you know, give it like 2 weeks, definitely by a month, I'm really going to have my flow where she comes in and I get to whatever I need to get to, even if that means I'm just relaxing for the day. That matters too. So I have to remember that, because a lot of the times when I get help from my mom, you know, when my husband is here and doesn't have work to do, I want to do work because I have so many things lined up, but I have to remember to take advantage of just downtime to let her take him sometimes and maybe get a couple more hours of sleep. Like tonight, Kev is overnight. He's away overnight for work. And so I don't know how tonight's going to go. You know, it'd be nice if I just get some extra sleep just in case he has me up tonight. But I had so much to do today. So I'm working on it. Work fulfills me though. Getting dressed up and doing some creative things with fashion and with self-care, that all fulfills me. It feels good. So I'm happy to be getting back to it. Not fully back yet, but I'm getting there. Y'all gonna know when I'm back because these videos gonna be pumping out every week on YouTube, daily on Instagram. I am excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, I just wanted to do like a intro back to YouTube because I feel like I've been so inconsistent ever since having the baby. But we're back at it. It's going to be hot mama summer. Anyway, we're going to be back at it. I think that's all my updates for now. Everything else I'm going to be inserting here. Here is the little guy, not so little guy. You see his hair done broke off in the back. We're dealing with some patches, but it's okay. Say it's going to come back and we're going to compare it to this video. And it's going to look like mommy's. Right, baby? Right, baby? Huh? Oh, that's stinky. Mwah. Our baby is teething, so that's a thing. We're trying to get him unaddicted to TV. That's a thing. Right, baby? Say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi. So, funny story. As much hair as I have now, My hair did this when I was his age up until I was about 2 or 3. And I had just hair at the top, no hair on the sides at all. Same thing is happening to him. It's cool. As you can see, I bounced back. So we got a healthy little happy boy. He's in a screaming phase. I should have just shown you how much he was screaming just for no reason. Hey, Papa. Screaming, screaming, screaming. Still with the eczema. So we keep his gloves on him. But we just started taking some holistic medicine. I just took him to a homeopathic doctor that prescribed some homeopathic meds. So we're going to try that since it's a natural way for a month and then see if we see any differences, and I'll report back. Okay, so tonight is night 1 of our gentle sleep training with Ev. Gentle sleep training meaning that we're not leaving him by himself in his room to cry, but he is crying, and well, he does cry clearly because he's used to sleeping with us, and we do his bedtime routine, lay him down awake, and then one of us sits next to his crib and just rubs him and talks to him, lets him know that we're there. But he, our sleep trainer calls it protesting. He protested, okay? He was screaming at the top of his lungs. He wanted out of there, and both me and Kev were sitting there like heartbroken, but we didn't leave him. We were there with him. It was rough. These last few nights have been rough for us. He is not sleeping, and I'm thinking it's just because, you know, his body starts shutting down around 7:30, and we're not ready to go to sleep. So like, there's lights on, we're still walking around, the TV's on, and it just hasn't been the healthiest thing for him. He's not sleeping well in our bed anymore. When he was sleeping well in our bed, it wasn't a big deal to us. Like, we weren't rushing to get him in his crib. Now that he's not sleeping that well, we're trying to figure out ways to make sure that he's getting the sleep that he needs. So we laid him down around 8 o'clock, and from like 8 to 9:30 he was crying and then like going to sleep, startling himself back up, you know, crying, falling asleep, going back and forth, and then finally around like 9:30 he fell asleep, and he's been asleep ever since, and it is 10:43. So we're kind of taking a break right now. Daddy over there looking exhausted. We're taking a break. I'm answering some emails, but we are watching the camera. I'll show you in a second. We're watching the monitor, and he is knocked out. We've seen him shift a couple times, but he's good. He's good right now. And that's the goal. I think he's sleeping so hard right now because he's in a dark, quiet room. Nobody's walking around in his room. You know, there's no lights on. And I think all of that was really interrupting his sleep pattern before. So yeah, so we're going to try to do this. And then we're also trying to implement his like set times for naps during the day. Pray for us. I'm going to take you along for the ride so that you can see how this works for us. I know sleep training is not for everyone. I'd never push it on anyone. If you feel comfortable, if your baby's getting good sleep with you, then whatever. We would have kept him in the bed for longer. But again, he just hasn't been sleeping well. So we're just trying some new things. And also, as adults, we don't want to go to sleep at 7 o'clock. So I'm tired. I am a little emo right now because hearing my baby cry like that was a lot for the both of us. It was a lot. And I am not a mommy that believes in letting babies cry it out at all. But I knew that this was going to be tough because Ev is so used to every time he wakes up, I pick him up and I put him on my boob immediately. And so he's used to that. No matter what, even if he's not hungry, he just gets on my boob and that's how he goes back to sleep. Or Kev picks him up and bounces him back to sleep. And that's been the only ways that he's really been getting to sleep, either falling asleep while he's feeding or getting bounced to sleep. So I knew that he was going to protest against laying down and putting himself to sleep. So I was ready for that. But I was trying to mentally prepare for that, but I wasn't ready, not emotionally, because I definitely shed a tear or two when I was sitting in that nursery. Okay, we're gonna take you along for the ride. I'll let you know how it goes. This is day 1. I'm working with Jolie Sleep, Steffi from Jolie Sleep. She was very supportive in the fact that we don't want to just let him cry it out and leave him in the room by himself or anything. We let him know that we're there and we're comforting him. But yeah, I think we're both amazed right now that he's still asleep in his room right now. So knock on wood that this night keeps going in this manner. I'll be back to let you know. Okay, so this is Ev's second nap of the day. Just to let you guys know, before Ever would never stay in his crib. We would have to put TV on or something to keep him distracted, or somebody would have to be in there. The fact that he is sleeping, this is again the second nap that he's had in there, and this one was much easier. The first time he cried with me for about half hour, and this time he was with Kev and he patted him for maybe 5 minutes. So he patted him for maybe like 5 minutes and then flipped him onto his belly, and he almost went right to sleep. Thus far, it's been less than 24 hours. It is 1:30, I think, right now. And I started the sleep training last night at around 8. That's when I put him to bed. Yeah, he's already taking to it. I mean, we've seen a difference almost immediately. So last night, he went to sleep finally at 9:30. And then he woke back up around 12. And I fed him, put him back down. He cried for a little bit and went right back to sleep. He woke up again at 3, and then he woke up again at 5:30. And both times I fed him and put him right back down, patted him for a little bit, and he went right back to sleep. And then he woke up at 8 a.m. He was up. He was so pleasant this morning. And we put him back down for a nap around 10. That was the one that he cried for about half hour. And then after that half hour, he fell asleep. His gums were bothering him, I think teething. Somebody else went to sleep too. And so his gums were bothering him. He was trying to suck on my finger, and he was scratching at his jawline. So I gave him a pacifier for that nap, and he fell asleep with it. I was worried that he was going to start getting used to that, but this time he fell asleep without it. So I really think his gums were just bothering him the first nap, and he needed something to counteract that pain. But yeah, guys, you see he is napping, and I'm about to go take a shower because we have some family things to go to today. We're trying to keep him on his schedule. We have some family events to go to. I'm trying to get back, semi early so that we can still keep him on that schedule and not shift too much. Again, this is only our second night. It'll be our second night doing it. But we've seen crazy improvements already. I am not one to support letting your baby cry it out and leaving them to feel like they're alone and they got to figure it out. This is perfect. This is gentle sleep training. And, I thought gentle sleep training meant like he wouldn't cry at all, but I can't imagine that he wouldn't cry at all because he's been used to getting nursed back to sleep and bounced and rocked and stuff. So yesterday he did do his little protest. He was crying, cried a little bit today, but it's slowing down. And not to mention, he's getting so much more sleep. He's so much more pleasant these last 2 times that he's woken up, like not getting irritable super quick, not needing the TV to be on, or not needing us to pick him up so fast. He's been, we had family over. He was just happy playing his music, playing in his bouncy. It's been a crazy change. So I'm going to keep you updated, as we go along. But again, this is only day 1. This is less than 24 hours. We took all of Steffi's advice. The only thing that we switched out, she recommended that we lay him on his back. Ever does not sleep well on his back. He keeps startling himself awake. And he's been sleeping on his belly with us since about 2 months. So putting him on his belly has been the best thing for us. That's how he slept when he slept in the bed with us. And these last few nights, he's fell asleep. These last few nights, it's felt like a few nights. Last night and even nap time. Putting him on his belly has been the best way to get him to sleep quickly and help him to stay asleep longer. So this is crazy. I don't even know what to do with myself, to be honest. Crimson, relax. I'll keep you guys updated as we go along. But yeah, Steffi her advice has been amazing. It's working so far. Oh, and another thing, she wants me to get down to 1 feed during the night. I'm not comfortable with going, from feeding him throughout the night to just 1 feed. So I've still been feeding him every time he wakes up and putting him back down. And then I'll kind of naturally feel this out because I don't mind getting up just to feed him and then coming back to bed because he's sleeping again for 2-3 hour stretches. Trust me, that's good enough for me right now. But I feel like he's naturally going to wean off. I have this feeling that he's naturally going to just sleep longer. He seems really comfortable in his bed. It's nice and dark and cool in there. So yeah, that is where we are at. Lord. You drinking water, baby? Boom, boom. Ever. Hello. Hi, Boogies. Did you get good sleep? Did you get good sleep? Huh? How about Bush? You was a big boy. Yeah, you are. Okay, day two update. Last night, Ev didn't cry at all. We came in, we had a late night, so he was off his schedule. We put him in bed at 8 the night before. It's supposed to be 7, and we didn't get in last night until 10. So that's our fault. But even with that, as soon as he fell asleep in the car. He fell asleep in the car, and I thought he was gonna wake up at least once we came in. He was knocked out. I changed his clothes and everything, changed his pamper, and he stayed asleep. And I put him down in his crib, and he went right to sleep, like without a problem. And I fed him. I fed him right before that. So yeah, that's what's happening this morning. And this is our boy. Where you going? Come on, come forward. Come forward. Come forward. Come on, come forward. There you go. It's not how you walk. You gotta walk forward. Forward. There you go. Hey. There you go.